Hi guys, Ghost Raven here, and welcome back to another episode of City Skylines 2. I hope you guys are doing well today. Please don't forget to give the video a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll bring you more daily videos like this. So we're jumping in, and we are having a look at some of our issues that are currently plaguing our city. So we do have a few people that are waiting for hearses, we have some businesses that don't have enough customers, and we have a massive traffic jam right at the entrance of our city, where we just added in the last episode this massive interchange, and we hooked up that highway to the other two cities on either side. We did create the bus routes, so I just want to go and have a look at the bus station and see how it's faring, seeing how we're doing. So we do have 269 passengers waiting here, so let's just go and have a look at our bus routes, just go and see. So we're using 42% of it, there's 302 passengers, and we have 9 vehicles, so I'm going to leave that kind of where it is. Bus line 2 is only being used 28%, so I'm going to reduce the number of assigned vehicles by 1. Okay, 68%, so I'm going to just increase this by 1. And what I'm going to do on this one is I'm going to decrease it by 1 as well. If it's not needed, then just save us a little bit of money, reduces the amount of buses that are on the road, which reduces the traffic. And since we added that interchange on that side over here, this interchange is very, very, very quiet. Crazy how things can change and mix things up. So you can see we changed the European style to the Japanese style buildings. So if we come in nice and close here, we can get a kind of a feel of the busy Japanese street. So we've got a lot of mixed use here, so there's shops downstairs. As you can see, we have lots of different shops. And the roads are not too busy, lots of people walking, using it, doing their shopping, coming out at night. Coming to check out everything, see what's happening. Gives you a little bit of a perspective, like first person perspective almost. How the city's actually faring. So it's not too busy. It's actually doing quite nicely. So let me zoom right out of there. Okay, so we do have these European style buildings still, but I don't want to get rid of them because we spent quite a lot of time detailing. We added a lot of benches and chairs and dustbins and trees and bushes and gazebos, and so we really try to make the street look as pretty as we could. So we spent a lot of effort changing it, so I don't want to remove it right now. And this is our Sunset Harbor. It's actually doing really, really, really nicely. Let's see how harbor's doing from a shipping perspective. So if we go to ships, we can see it's only been used 6%. There's a maximum of 3 vehicles, so I'm just going to drop it down to the 1. We only need 1. Unless we have a mass exodus or we have a mass immigration problem, and then we can just bump it up a little bit if we need to. Okay, and this is the other section of the island that we have finished off the last episode as well. We didn't have access to some of our mods that we were running because last week they had the patch, which was the pier and Quay Patch. So with that patch came along, obviously there were some changes to the base code and some of the mods didn't work. So we didn't have access to, we had access to move it, but we didn't have access to anything else. So a week later, I've managed to download and update all of those mods, just make sure everything was working correctly. So hopefully it'll be okay. And now we have access to basically Anarchy and all the tools and all the mods we had previously on the episode before last week. So we do have this old school pier that we made in one of the episodes. So what I'd like to actually do is remove this. Okay. So it creates a little bit more intersections on this road, which makes this road a little bit busier. I don't really want too many people parking on this road, because I will be running a tram down this road at one point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove parking. Quite a lot of crosswalks as well, so let's just try and minimize the number of crosswalks. Add that one back, we can take that one off. See, like there's just too many. I'll have to add it back there because there isn't one over there. We don't want people to force them to cross the road unnecessarily. Okay, and what we can do as well is we can try and stop this from... I don't know why this is... If we stop them from turning left, so they can't go straight, they can't go left, they can only go right. There. Okay, that should help with traffic a little bit. Okay, we're coming along our main road. Probably going to run a tram along this road. Hopefully we won't have to break down too many of these. I've made them quite high so we could allow for tram access underneath. So maybe we must look at that. Let's have a look how big the tram station actually is. So the Tram Depot. And we just get out of here. We can go and have a look. Okay, it's actually not too big. So we could probably put it on the end here. And we could just run a tram all the way along. Because we are going to have one running all the way along this road. All the way along into this island. All the way down here. And then all the way back, I think. So we're going to have one massive route. I might want to just change this intersection. Because this is the main road over here. Which runs all the way down, so it makes sense that this intersection would be here. Okay, so let's do that. Let's drop the Tram Depot in. We can always move it around and change it at a later stage. It does make quite a bit of noise, so it'll be better if it was like somewhere in here. Going to cut deeply into the mountain. Oh, okay. Just trying to think what the best course of action is. I mean, it's not that big. We could actually just build up this area. Okay, let's try these new quays, guys. Narrow pedestrian, narrow pedestrian. Pedestrian street. Trying to see exactly where it is, because some of the mods have come back in. Some of the mods actually, you can see this. This is a new tab here. This pathways tab. It's normally under this section over here. So I'm just a little bit confused. Okay, so let's try and just bring this up a little bit.
Thanks for tuning in. Sit back, relax, and prepare yourself. This is Chan Smith, and you're listening to Jade Road Radio.
A housing shortage is driving up prices in the area.
Okay, that should be more than enough space to add the tram station. Okay, not quite, so a little bit more.
Welcome, Professor. So a housing shortage is bad for the people trying to move here, right?
Humans are programmed to desire certain
Okay, let's see exactly how big it is.
ideological reward structures, which are entirely apart from the actual reward.
Okay. And then what I want to do is I want to run not a pedestrian path, but an alley out the back.
Yes, in the short term.
I like the sound of that.
But what we are discussing is the study of a statistical abstraction and its effect on the human.
Thank you, Professor.
It is a question of priorities.
Okay, now suddenly we have a little bit more. Okay, so now the thing with the train tracks, or the tram tracks, is you have to actually put the tram tracks on the road now. So you can use the upgrade tool, which is that one over there, and you can drop the tram in. So it's going to say, okay, well, there's no It doesn't actually need to be a bar one, so let's just go back. Just going to take that off. No, okay, so this has to be a bar here. Okay, now we should be able to let's just see if we can use anarchy. Help us out here. It's going to ride over the street. That's why it wouldn't let us do it. Okay, so let's just pause. Just remove this intersection for now. Let's just see. And I just want to remove what I've done and just take the anarchy off. Okay. Okay, so if we put a traffic circle now. Yeah, the train tracks are on the side of the road there. Okay, so they can come out of here, no problems. I want to upgrade it with additional trams as well. I wonder if this is going to be big enough for what we need it. Okay, so I want to just create the tram route, right? Okay, so here we are here. What am I saying? Overlapping items. I think we're going to have to delete these traffic circles, which is not something I wanted to do. It's all the traffic circles. Okay, well that's good to know. So we can always put it back. Okay, so the problem is it's gonna be. What if we could just have a train track? Coming off here. Oh, you can actually, that's perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna upgrade this whole road. Okay, that didn't allow me to do it. Okay, so we will bring that off. Sure, a lot of traffic circles now gone. Okay, I don't know why that's causing a problem. It's chaos. Okay, we're going to have to think of another way of being able to do this. This is becoming quite a mission and a half. Okay, so we have everything we need, we just don't have this connection over here. Okay, so let's just move this out of the way. I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to delete this one. Now they're going to cry foul, but we will just put another French one, a small little French one over here somewhere. Tucked away in the neighborhood. Okay, so it hasn't got exactly the same capacity, but it's enough for what we need. And then I just want to run, excuse me. I just want to run the train track maybe a little bit further back. So let's try from here. I'm just going to be able to do both. We're going to have to come from the side. Okay, let's come further back. Okay, and we don't need it then on this side, so let's just take this upgrade off over there. A little bit of a balagan up here, but we will just take this out. And that allows the trams to come down and to come onto this road. Okay, so now we need to think about which direction we're going to go. And where we're going to put our stops. Okay, so I really don't think we need... Are we going to put it on this side of the road or are we going to put it on that side of the road? We could always just put it on both and then just see from there. But I don't think we're going to have to. Okay, so... Probably at our bus station. That makes sense. Okay, we will do it because here's the pedestrian crossing coming down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just drop it in there so that it services hopefully this whole area. Okay, so there's no real houses over here. So what we're going to do is we'll probably run one over there. Yeah, okay, so we're going to come all the way up this road. Let's put another one in over there. That'll service a little bit of that area. Perfect. A lot of our schools and hospitals and things. I don't know if it's going to like that intersection. It's going to probably be too close. So let's just move this. Let's try like over there. This is the most densely populated, right? So this will be okay. And now we can check out the direction. So we've still got this thing paused. I want to go back and just add some of those traffic circles now that we've lost. That's the highway one. We obviously didn't have such a big one over here. Okay, let's go back to a big one. That's fine. Okay, big one. That obviously wasn't a big one.
Jade Road Radio.
Probably needs to be one.
Chan Smith. We've got more great music coming up for you next, so keep it tuned.
It looks like a
to
bigger one.
500
Yeah, nice.
We're live, and we're getting reports about a traffic accident somewhere
Okay.
in the city.
Road maintenance services have already been dispatched, and traffic flow should return.
There's one over here as
If
well.
you're planning a quick trip out, you might want to wait a little while until everything clears up.
If you're in it, you already know about
Nice.
it. No use reminding you. Meanwhile, expect delays and drive safe.
Okay, so I think that was all the traffic circles that were affected. We did delete some of the pedestrian paths on the other side, but we'll come back and fix that at a later stage. Okay, cool. So tram lines are in. Traffic circles are back in. So let's just see which direction this is. So if we choose this one, are we going to be able to come around the outside? We are. I don't know if we're going to have trams to run in both directions, but I'm going to try. Let's just see. Worst case, we'll just have to build another depot. I think it's the distance and the number of stops, to be honest. Okay, so now we have 2 tram lines in. Both purple. So we're going to go into the first one, and I'm going to make the ticket price 0. Signed vehicles is 7. I don't know if it's going to be too many or too little. Let's make it the red line. And then the other one, also going to make ticket price free, and some signed vehicle 7. We'll just have to see how that goes and what color we're going to make it. We're going to make it blue, or we're going to make it yellow. I think red and yellow. Okay. So it's a very ugly shoreline, but we'll fix this up. And there comes our first tram. Okay, so he's going to go. I just want to go and check out the path and see if we don't have anything that's obviously broken. So I'm just going to speed up the simulation a little bit. We're going to go following him in, see where he goes. There we go, nicely into the city. There's quite a few people there, so we've already got 30 people in. Look at this, guys. So, see how public transport was urgently needed in our city. Okay, so there's a stop there. Should hopefully come across one of the red line coming in the opposite direction, if it's working correctly. There it goes. Wow, okay. That filled up quite quickly. We ran out of space. We've got another one coming in behind us. Almost full already. Okay, so 23%. Everything's doing okay. This is the yellow line, this is the red line. Trams are coming in quite nicely. Okay, so I think that's it. I think we've got the trams in. I'm just going to speed up the simulation and let that run a little bit. Just want to see how what's been used and how it actually helps us get people around our city. So if you have a look at it, I'll take that off. You get an idea. So we've got a nice big circuit all the way around. I'm hoping the capacity is going to be enough. If it's not, what we'll do is we might putting in a metro or something like that. Okay, and what we said we were going to do as well is while we're waiting for that to kind of like work its way into the system, I want to look at the piers again, and because we had one coming off here. But I'm thinking maybe we don't do that. Maybe we do something. I don't know. Let's have a look. Slightly thicker? No, not really. So I wonder where the bigger ones went. Yeah, they are here. Okay, so they went into the bridges. Okay, so medium quay. Well, that's quite big. And that's a large. I think that might be a little bit big. And it's like a proper street. Okay, so that's way too big. So let's not do that. Let's go back to the pathways, and then we can do something like this, I think. We'll just have one set in here. Something like that. Looks a little bit better, I think. We can probably do something off this side as well. I'm not too worried about it right now. I just wanted to see how the metro is going in. So this is the wrong thing. We're looking at this. Okay, so it's fairly well used. And I just want to check the capacity of our tram line. So basically we have one vehicle available, and there's no way of upgrading this anymore. The only way you can upgrade it is by adding a new one. So at least that kind of works out a little bit for us. There's our trams. Let's go have a look. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but we have launched a merchandising store where we've got some really cool items. You should go and check it out. And we also have memberships available. We've launched memberships as well, so give you access to videos before they come out to everybody else, and a couple of other awesome benefits. You must definitely check that out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Please don't forget to give the video a like and subscribe, and I will definitely catch you on the next one. I hope you have a good day. Take care. Cheers. Bye bye.